Hi, this is JD from Moji Masala. Good morning. Beautiful Saturday. NCAA tournament's still going on, but we're thinking about breakfast all day. So today, we like to show the versatility of our sweet masala, and we're going to be making some baked oatmeal. Typically, you've seen on our website a lot of oatmeal and how we add the sweet masala to really almost as a sugar substitute to get it a little bit of a sweet flavor. But today, we're gonna do a dish that I fell in love with. We live in New York City. On Mulberry Street is Grey Dog Cafe. They make this amazing baked oatmeal. And I've been trying to figure out how to make it at home. And today we're gonna in Moji's test kitchen. And it's one of the first times I've tried to make it. But we're gonna see how it goes with a little bit of Moji's sweet masala. It's a very simple recipe, something you can make. You can put it in your fridge. It lasts the week. Amazing. Okay, so very simply, I'm gonna go through step by step, and then later we'll put the recipe on the site and you'll be able to make it at home. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing we're looking at is 1 3/4 cup of milk. You can use dairy, non-dairy. I tend to like oat milk. If you've seen before on the chai, it has a rounded flavor, a kind of holistic flavor. I really love it. So we're gonna actually use oat milk today, and I put in 1 3/4 cups. So I've already put in 1 cup, and this is the other 3/4 cup. Then we're going to add, and some of this is really for texture, but some of it's also for, it adds a little bit of a protein element. We're going to add 1 egg. And some people, if you really want to add 2 eggs, you can do that too, if you like more of that fluffiness. But I like a little bit drier, and then we're gonna add a little bit of banana later. So we're gonna add, 1 egg. We like these brown organic eggs, but feel free to use whatever you have. Okay. Then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. You can also do a 1/2 cup maple syrup. We don't like it so sweet, and then we're also gonna add the sweet masala. So we think that 1/4 cup is fine. I'm just going to add that right in. It's already starting to smell delicious. Then the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of melted butter, which we pre-melted before we started. So that's going in there. Then we're going to add the 1/4 cup of mashed bananas. As mentioned before, we had a banana. We mashed it in. That'll add to that sort of dry, but in the middle, the end will be crispy, and then the middle should be a little bit moist. It'll be amazing. Next thing we're gonna add is the oats. We like organic oats sometimes, but we just got general Quaker oats. Like everyone's got Quaker oats, it seems. 3 cups Quaker oats, a lot of oats. So the full body of this dish is in the Quaker oats. We're asking for a teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm going to add, this is a 1/4 teaspoon, I'm going to add 2.
Is it a 1/4 or 1/2? You need to have.
It's 1/2.
Oh, it's 1/2.
So I'm adding
okay.
2
It's a 1/2
quarters.
teaspoon.
Yeah. And we have a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And there is some cinnamon in our sweet masala, but I'm going to add it anyway. We like the cinnamon taste. Our daughter loves oatmeal anyway, so I think when she gets the baked oatmeal part, I don't think she's ever tried it.
Sorry to interrupt, but a couple of people have just joined.
Okay, great.
And Sunny's Bang Bang
Hey,
just
Sunny.
joined. And so we're doing a baked oatmeal using Moji's sweet masala. Simple recipe that we found, trying to replicate JD's love of the Grey Dog Cafe baked oatmeal. And then we're gonna add cut the maple syrup in half and add our sweet masala. So now we're on the cinnamon.
So, you're right, I made a mistake. I need to 1/2 because I thought this was a 1/2. It's actually a 1/4. So now I need to add another 1/2 of the baking powder. If you watch our videos, you'll know Shireen is usually on top of everything and usually right. And I'm usually.
Well, you were saying a 1/4. That's the only reason I asked.
No, but you were right. So anyway, I don't want to miss this up.
Well, the baking powder is
You actually
important.
need 1 teaspoon I thought I had a half, but I had a quarter. So I put in 4 if you're counting at home. Now we have a teaspoon of the vanilla extract, which we like this vanilla extract from Frontier Co-op. No, they're not our sponsors or anything. This is just something we like, we buy. You can use any Madagascar, any other kind of vanilla. I like vanilla. Sometimes I go overboard vanilla. Oh, I went overboard vanilla. That was on purpose. Okay, so then...
Hi, Coralie.
Oh, Coralie's here. Hi, Coralie. Bonjour.
We're doing baked oatmeal and just a classic recipe and just adding in Moji's sweet masala here.
So we've got now a quarter teaspoon of salt. Shireen's family from the Himalayas, so we use Himalayan salt. She swears by it.
Pink salt.
Yeah, pink salt. I like it too. So everything is in, and now we're gonna use 1 1/4 cups of mixed berries. I got blackberries.
Maybe you want to mix that before you add the berries.
Yeah, I'm gonna in a second. Went to the farmer's market and got these, and Shireen's right. I'm gonna put that in at the end. The last but most important part of this recipe is our sweet masala. This is the Moji Masala sweet masala. It's a beautiful sweet masala. It's a blend of fennel, coriander, dry rose petals, cinnamon, lavender, cardamom, vanilla, date powder, honey powder, allspice, nutmeg. So many things are in here, you have no idea. And I found these recipes. Speaking, we do 1 tablespoon per cup of baking when we're baking with this. And this is a test kitchen today, so we're testing. Inside here is already pre-measured 3 tablespoons. So we're gonna use 3 tablespoons full packet of sweet masala because it's 3 cups of oatmeal, of oats. So that's why we're using this amount. Otherwise, you might have had to measure it out, or if you're making half the recipe, measure it out. But anyway, oh, I love the smell of this. We made cookies, cakes,
chai,
everything. I mean,
a lot of yummy sweet masala recipes are on our website.
Yeah, Chef Roche uses it with eggs. I mean, it's amazing. Okay, so I'm putting this in. And if anybody wants to, you want to screen in, I'm about to mix this before we put in the berries.
Nice.
See? None left. Okay. And I'm going to mix it. Sort of just fold it over to start. I want to make sure that we get, especially, well, there's an egg in here. I want to make sure that gets mixed. And no, if you have the question regarding, do you, maybe you didn't have this question, but I did. Do you take the, and cook the oats first? You don't. You actually, the oats are dry, in case anyone has those questions. Now, the banana's getting involved here. The oats are all getting involved here. It's perfect. Oh, you can always smell it already. The sweet masala is really, really coming out beautifully. You can... What I'm doing, I'm just trying to make sure everything gets folded in. Now the recipe calls for 1 1/2 cups of mixed berries. I got, as I mentioned, blackberries and blueberries at the market yesterday. So I'm actually gonna just measure these out because I don't want to overload the recipe.
Especially because they have a lot of liquid.
There's a ton of liquid here, so. It's a bit much. Take a couple out and I'll eat them myself. Okay. I'm putting these in. Beautiful array of colors. And I should have mentioned before, we preheat the oven to 350. The recipe will be on the site. We will definitely add the recipe to the site so you'll have it.
We'll see how it turns out first.
We'll see how it turns out.
Might have to do some editing.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be super yummy, delicious. And then we used our baking pan. You know, a lot of people like theirs very thick. It comes out very thick. You put it, when it's done, you can cool it in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and then you can warm it when you want to eat it. A lot of people like that because it gives the dish a chance to settle. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to fold it literally right in. And that's it. And I did spray the bottom of this pan so it'll come out easily. Make sure I get all this yumminess out here.
So you could use a 9x9 square if you'd like a thicker, kind of more dessert sort of style baked oatmeal. We're going with a 9x13. We want a little thinner.
If you're like us and you have kids and you want something healthy for them, a healthy snack, makes them feel like they're getting a little dessert on, but they're really, you know, it's oatmeal, it's organic maple syrup, obviously fruit, bananas.
And for those of you who joined a little later, normally you'd put like a half cup or so of maple syrup or whatever sweetener. What we like to do when we use our sweet masala, which doesn't have any refined sugars in it at all, is we just cut whatever the recipe is in half. You know, when we do the banana bread, we actually don't even use sugar. We use extra really ripe bananas. Because the sweet masala adds not just sweetness, but like sweetness from multiple sources. Very earthy, fragrant, and you really don't miss the sugar, the pure sugar.
Yeah.
Something to experiment with.
Yeah, something to experiment with. There was like a drop left, so I just grazed the top of it. And that's it.
Hi, Insha.
Yeah.
Your cousin just joined.
Oh, hi, Insha. Anyway, thank you for joining. And what we'll do, we're going to bake this, and then we'll be adding the dish on the stories.
Insha, we just finished putting together our baked oatmeal using sweet masala. And we'll show you the final product soon. Okay, we'll be back when it comes out of the oven.